Yeah. The life of Skonie, car enthusiast, the one and only. Hot car hauling, doing house rehabs and concerts with his homies. Also real estate, he gotta invest, come see the vibes. The big homie, life of Skonie, just make sure that you subscribe.
What's up, YouTube? Man, it's a cold day. Man, I promise you, if I didn't give these people my word that I would have this car in Georgia today, I would not be out here. I got out here about 5 in the morning. I really wanted to get on the road around 3, 2. But man, I don't know, I guess I needed the extra rest. Plus I let the roads clear up because it was sleet, a little sleet and snow. And the temperature literally went from 40 degrees drizzling to, actually it's supposed to drop down to 8 degrees, but it went down to -1. So it's cold outside. I finally made it to Georgia, and the temperature's 9 degrees right now, so a little sunshine, as you can see. Basically, I'm making this video to let y'all know once again one of the benefits of having a Ram 3500 versus a semi truck. Again, one of the biggest reasons that I got into Hotshot instead of even though I got a CDL, instead of getting like a big rig, the 18-wheeler, but so I've been having issues with my heat, but because I live in the South, it hasn't been cold like it is today. And you know, temperatures might get in the 20s, 30s, mostly like right at freezing, maybe 35 degrees in the morning, and then it'll typically warm up. So it hasn't been a big issue, but right when we were in that beginning of fall, where it's, like I said, it's cold in the morning, but warm in the afternoon, like 60s, 50s in the afternoons, but in the mornings, I was noticing my heat wouldn't get hot. Like when you put it at 80, 85, normally it'd be baking in here, but lately, if you have it at 85, and it feel like it's at 70, maybe 68, 60, you know, low 60s. It's just warm heat, not really hot. But if you turn the heat, like the fan on 1, and touch the, like now, touch the vents, it feels hot, but it's just not radiant. It's radiant heat, not really forced. So, you know, of course, diagnosing problems is one of the biggest things in the mechanical field. So typically, like I said, you want to take it to the dealer, you know, because most people can't diagnose. A lot of mechanics can't diagnose properly, and just they'll try this, you know, try this so we get it right, or again, then you end up taking it to the dealer. But in this business, downtime is not your friend. It's not what you want to do. I really don't want to be down. Trying to keep the wheels rolling, keep the money coming in, but you know, things happen. But just doing some little research on YouTube about Ram 35s. I got a 2018. I came across a couple things that it could be. You know, the door, what they call a vent door actuator, where under the dash, where it's this vent door that opens up to let outside air in. There's an issue where sometimes they get stuck open, so it's letting that outside cool air in. The fact that I'm getting like warm heat in the vents, that really doesn't sound like that would be the issue. Another issue would be my heater coils clogged, because that's what I thought it was. Like I said, I've been having this problem for a while, but again, it hasn't been that cold, so it wasn't affecting. But so I was looking into, you know, trying to find someone that could outside. So people dealing with water and the cold, that's not ideal. So again, I be trying to get into a dealership or some of that nature, and you know, with these vehicles, man, you got to make an appointment. You got to make the appointment, and then no telling how long they're gonna have the vehicle. So, or even worse, what it's gonna cost. So, I just been avoiding it. Long story long. Today, a light bulb popped in my head. It's probably the thermostat. Now the thing is, I was thinking that maybe if it was the thermostat being stuck open, basically, I would have like I know the older first gen Cummins, they have I think there's a check engine light or check engine code for a stuck open thermostat. Maybe mine doesn't, because what I am noticing is the reason that I came up with that theory is, I mean, number one, it only makes sense when thermostats are stuck open, because they make these thermostats called fail-safe, and a fail-safe thermostat is a thermostat that will not get stuck closed. If it fails, it'll stay open instead of staying closed, because if the thermostat stays closed, your vehicle's gonna overheat, which means it's gonna stop, which means you can't keep going. So they create these thermostats called fail-safe, and they basically only fail open, which means the vehicle will keep running. The problem is you'll lose heat. Basically, you know, it won't get to engine running temperature. So what I've noticed is my temperature gauge never reaches operating temperature, which is like about halfway. It's always like a quarter, or a little over a quarter. Like right now, it's like it's an eighth away from half. So with that being said, it's like 3/8 and not at half. So with that being said, that means typically the thermostat is stuck open. It's letting the coolant just flow around the engine. And another telltale sign, it takes a longer time to reach operating temperature, which mine doesn't even reach operating temperature. So when I'm thinking to reach operating temperature, I'm thinking of how long it takes before the vents get warm. You know what I mean? Like you start it up in the morning, it's gonna be ice cold. You give it enough time, the heat should be warming up, but it never does, because ideally what happens is you start it up in the morning, the thermostat's closed, the engine reaches operating temperature, which is not hot, then it opens up, lets that stuff circulate, you know, go to the heater core, all that good stuff, so you can have some real heat. So with all that being said, I think I need to change my thermostat. So back to me saying this is a good thing, because changing the thermostat on a 2018 Ram 35 takes about an hour. I mean, a novice can change it in an hour. I got power tools. Now, one challenge: doing it in 9-degree weather. It's not gonna be fun, but I'm gonna try to find a garage that I can borrow to get inside. I got a forced kerosene heater, so to get warm. I mean, push come to shove, I just plug it up outside, do it in the driveway. It ain't gonna be fun, but I mean, it is what it is. But it's only gonna cost me the cost of the thermostat, which I'll probably buy another fail-safe, and that maybe $25 max, no telling. But stay tuned, and I'll actually let you know the cost of the thermostat. And like I said, it costs me whatever it's gonna cost, and the time it takes to put it in. So once again, that's the reason that I got into the Hotshot versus, you know, driving the rigs. I mean, the maintenance, it's number one, it's less expensive depending on what you got going on, but overall it's gonna be less expensive. especially if you're somebody like myself that can fix a lot of things. Again, I changed my own oil. The EGR cleans and all that kind of stuff. Just do it yourself. A tip for most people with these Cummins vehicles, whether it's a Ram or a Ford or a Chevy, if you haven't deleted your DEF system, which I mean, I'm not a fan either way. Like I don't suggest deleting it no more than I suggest leaving it on. I don't know what's best. I really don't. But from my experience, I have not deleted my system because I got a warranty and I just didn't want to mess with it. What I've noticed with vehicles that had issues with DEF systems, especially just talking to people, like a lot of times you just need to just talk, ask questions. Most people that I talk to, like my cousin, had issues with his DEF system, and you know, when you ask, were you running it low? And the common answer is yes. So me personally, I don't even let my DEF get past a half a tank for the most part. Every now and then, like this morning was the first time because it was so cold. I was like, I had a half a tank of DEF, and I was like, I know I can make it to Georgia and back with that, but so it's like, I'm just not gonna get it right now. I'll probably stop on my way back. I'm still on my way down. I got an hour to go, but I'll probably stop somewhere on my way back and fill it back up. I try to keep it full, just to not have issues. And another thing, I had this vehicle almost a year, and it's only regened on me. It actually regened maybe a month after I bought it. I went to go get my trailer in Illinois, and on my way to Illinois, it actually regened while I was driving, which I didn't even know it did that, because most trucks you have to, from my experience driving box trucks, you would have to pull over to let it regen. But no, it regens while you're driving, and it did it almost about a year ago, or a little less than a year ago, when I first got it, and it had never done it until today. It did it again. It was like the exhaust filter was 80% full, and gave me a regen, cleaned it out. Like I said, if you take care of your vehicle, it'll take care of you. This is how you make your money. So what you want to do is, man, just keep the wheels rolling, but spend the money. Don't wait too long. Especially, like I said, the heat issue. I mean, I'm the person that's suffering. The vehicle's not suffering from me not, getting to this faster, but I'm suffering. My toes are cold right now. But other than that, keep your oil, keep your maintenance going. Your oil. Like I said, I keep DEF in my vehicles. I mean, I keep it pretty much full. Tires. That's another thing. Because I just changed the tires. I got all 6 tires. I needed them, number one, but then number two, the winter's coming. I would not want to change a flat today, I promise you. And I got all the tools to make it a 15-minute, 10-minute situation, but I would not want to change a flat today. But clearly you have to. So do your maintenance. Watch those tires. They get bad, you gotta change them. I mean, when I first got out here, it was terrible. I didn't get an alignment. I went through a brand new pair of steer tires real quick because they rode on the toe, on the edge. Wire started showing. Still got good meat on the tires, but they're done. All because, I didn't want to be down to have to unhitch. So I go to this little tire place that, they could put them on and what have you. But I needed an alignment. So I had to get 2 more tires, brand new. And I got the alignment. Same brand of tires. And then I've had them probably 20,000 miles at this point, and they still doing good. So again, you gotta spend the extra money, because you'll spend it somewhere else, wishing you had spent it on what you needed at the time. Now granted, good deal, a bargain is a bargain, and I'm all for that as well. But again, you can only save so much, so don't try to cut corners and penny pinch to the point where, like I say, you end up spending it anyway. So that's just my advice to y'all. So again, stick around, and I'm gonna show you how we get this thermostat put in. And like I said, I'll tell you what we spent on it. And see you in a second.